Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of my channel. My name is Yangji and today I will be answering another very popular question about driving for Uber. And this question is how to get tips and a high rating when you're driving for Uber. So this is very important because when you actually earn the tips, this could add quite a bit of earnings to your paycheck at the end of the week. And also, when you maintain a high rating, that looks good on your end because when you actually get low ratings consistently, you will be deactivated, as I've heard. Now, before we begin today, if you guys have not yet already subscribed to my channel, please do so right now, as I will be providing you guys with more content just like this regularly, so be sure not to miss out on any of my future videos. And if you guys are planning to drive for Uber, you guys can use my referral link below in the video description, and I will earn a commission as well as you guys will earn a bonus and a guarantee depending on your city. So be sure to use that and don't miss out on the bonus or guarantees. Now let's begin. So after having driven more than 3,000 trips for Uber, when I did it full time and part time for a year and a half, I have earned a rating of about 4.95, and on average every week I would have 10 to 15% on top of my earnings that would come in as tips. And that is because I try to engage with my riders in the sense that, you kind of feel them out when they come into your car, but regardless, you would ask them if everything is okay, such as my favorite go-to line would be, are you good with the temperature and everything? And that's usually a pretty good conversation starter. You can kind of feel out if they want to talk, if they want to be quiet, and if they want to just keep to themselves. So with experience, you will kind of get that vibe too, and see which riders you want to talk with, which riders you should just keep your eyes on the road and just be quiet. So at the end of the ride, they're gonna evaluate you depending on how they felt during the ride. So if they felt talkative and they kind of wanted some conversation, and you were, there to at least provide a pretty pleasant conversation, or at least a really well-mannered one, you will be rewarded for that in tips. So that is really how you get to, just create a good vibe in your car during your ride with your passengers. So again, aside from being very good mannered from beginning to the end of the ride, always ask them when they step into your car if everything is alright, because there are times when passengers, so this was before I even, before I could maintain a consistent high rating, was, there were some times when passengers at the middle or almost at the end of the ride, and they would tell me that the temperature in my car or the music in my car is just not up to where they want it to be. So, they could tell me at the end of the trip that it's been too cold or too hot, or, they wish that they had some music, a little bit of music, or, tune into their more preferred radio. So, just really little things that like that would actually, get the customers to be happy, and they will be more than glad to tip you at the end of the trip. So what I usually do is, I have a standard temperature in my car, which will be about 73 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is usually, you can't really go wrong with that temperature because it's really normal temperature. And I will still ask the question anyways once they get into my car, and I'll be like, "Hi, how you doing? Are you good? Are you good with the temperature and everything?" So it's just little things like that. Also, what I tend to notice is when you tune into a more universal radio station, such as soft rock or whatever, can't really go wrong because it's not really polarizing. It's really hard to hate on, soft rock or something that's more universal like that. Soft rock, nothing, just too heavy or anything, that kind of music. And if they do, they will tell you. They will tell you to change the radio station or do whatever. And if you're okay with that, that's a big plus on you. At the end of the trip, they're going to tip you. Statistically speaking, you can't really expect a tip at the end of every trip. But if you do a good job and you do a consistent job, you can expect to earn more tips on top of your earnings. So, it really helps. My quota before was about $700 a week. And, if I was to earn 10-15%, that would be about $70, about $100 in tips. That could be very nice. So make sure that you guys do a good job connecting with your customers, just being very well mannered, and it's really going to help you on your earnings. It's really going to help you enjoy driving for Uber. And in that sense, you're not really just driving too, but you're making a very pleasant conversation for yourself and for your customer. And at the end of the day, it's just a lot more enjoyable job. So take that into consideration. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe. And if you guys are considering to drive for Uber, use my referral link below and you guys will get a bonus or guarantee according to your city. See you guys next time.